AI is replacing all developers. Why should we learn how to code? That's what I keep hearing from parents, students, and even beginners who just started learning. And honestly, when tools like OpenClaw, ChatGPT, and Claude Code can generate entire applications in seconds, and platforms like Lovable promise to launch products without writing code, it sounds believable. So, like many of my students, you may ask yourself, why struggle with HTML, JavaScript, GitHub, and debugging, if there are tools like Lovable, Claude Cursor, Codex, and so on? Because if you don't understand what's happening under the hood, you're not building. You're pressing a button and hoping for the best. I constantly get asked by parents of my students whether their kids even need to learn programming anymore, especially now that there are so many AI tools that can generate apps and websites almost instantly. They mention platforms that promise to build full products for you, tools like Lovable or AI systems like OpenClaw, and they wonder if learning to code is already becoming outdated. And I totally get that point. When AI can write code in seconds, why should anyone still learn programming? In this video, I'll break down the biggest misbeliefs new developers and solopreneurs might have and show you how to develop real future-proof skills. Number 1. Thinking programming basics don't affect you. I remember a parent approaching me on open day when families were invited to visit our classrooms and see the school, and asking, why does my child even need to learn programming in your computer science class if there are tools like Cursor out there? It's a fair question, especially in a world where AI and no-code platforms can build websites, apps, and even automate workflows with just a few clicks. On the surface, it can feel like the basics of coding don't matter anymore. If you want to become a solopreneur, launch a side business, or even just run a small project efficiently, knowing the fundamentals of programming and how systems work is invaluable. Understanding the basics of a programming language, pushing code to GitHub, deploying your website, or buying a domain allows you to set up your own landing page, automate repetitive tasks, or build a simple scheduling platforms or contact site, all without relying entirely on someone else's tool. And the best part, it doesn't take much time. Learning the fundamentals like HTML, CSS, basic JavaScript, and a little bit of project structure is enough to give you control over the systems you use. Once you understand the basics, tools like Claude Code, Lovable, or AI assistants become powerful accelerators instead of black boxes you blindly depend on. Skipping these basics might save you a few hours today, but it costs freedom, flexibility, and independence in the long run. Even a small investment of time now lets you set up systems for your business efficiently, experiment confidently, and avoid being trapped by tools you don't fully understand. Number 2. Believing AI will replace every developer anyway. One of the most damaging beliefs a beginner can adopt right now is the idea that learning programming is pointless because AI will replace developers in a few years. This thought usually sounds like this. Why should I spend months learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Git, or frameworks if AI can already generate entire applications for me? It feels logical on the surface. AI can write code. AI can refactor code. AI can even explain code. But here's what that belief ignores. AI doesn't understand your business idea. It doesn't deeply understand your users. And it absolutely does not replace structured thinking and problem solving. What AI actually does is amplify the developer who knows what they're doing. If you understand fundamentals like project structure, version control with GitHub, how the browser differs from the server, how APIs communicate, or why server-side rendering matters for SEO, then AI becomes a productivity multiplier. You can guide it, correct it, and refine its output. But if you skip learning those fundamentals because you assume AI will do everything, you put yourself in a position where you depend on something you cannot evaluate. And that's the key difference. Developers who understand systems will use AI to move faster. The future doesn't belong to those who avoid learning. It belongs to those who combine strong fundamentals with powerful tools. So instead of asking, will AI replace developers? Ask a better question instead. How can I become the kind of developer who uses AI better than everyone else? That mindset changes everything. Number 3, trying to learn too many programming languages at once. One of the fastest ways to feel overwhelmed as a beginner is to start collecting programming languages instead of building real skills. You begin with Python because someone said it's beginner friendly. Then you hear that JavaScript is essential for building interactive websites. Then someone tells you Rust is the future, and suddenly you're juggling multiple syntaxes without mastering any of them. The deeper issue is that switching languages constantly keeps you trapped at the surface level. Instead of asking which language is the best, ask yourself what you actually want to build. If your goal is to create websites, focus on the technologies that support that outcome. If your goal is automation or you want to analyze data, choose a language that aligns with that direction. When you start with a result in mind and then choose your tools accordingly, everything becomes simpler and more focused. Number 4, using AI too early. AI is incredibly powerful and it's absolutely part of the future. Companies like OpenAI and Google are pushing innovation at a rapid pace, and Codex or Claude Code can generate codes in seconds. However, if you rely on AI before you understand the basics of programming, you risk skipping the mental models that makes everything else easier later. If you copy and paste solutions without understanding the fundamentals, you may build things quickly, but you won't truly understand how they work and how to fix things if something fails. The smarter strategy is to first build a foundation and allow yourself to struggle a bit. Then use AI strategically for repetitive tasks, boilerplate setup, or deeper explanations. Instead of asking AI to solve everything, ask it to explain what is happening and why. That way, AI becomes a powerful learning partner instead of a shortcut that slows your growth. Number 5, getting distracted by too many tools. Right now there is an explosion of new development tools and AI assistants. And every week there seems to be a new platform claiming to revolutionize programming. This constant stream of updates creates pressure and fear of missing out, making you believe that you must always switch to the newest solution to stay relevant. In reality, constantly switching tools prevents you from mastering any of them. Instead of developing depth, you remain in experimentation mode. The solution is simple but requires discipline. Pick one main language or one specific tech stack, one development environment, and one AI assistant, and commit to them for a meaningful period of time. Real progress comes from depth, not from chasing every new release. Number 6, starting projects and never finishing them. Beginners often start with enormous excitement. You begin building websites, then get inspired to create an app, then think about building a game in Python with Pygame or launching a startup idea. Each new idea feels more exciting than the last. And before you know it, you have several half-finished projects and nothing completed. The uncomfortable middle phase of a project where things break and motivation drops is exactly where growth happens. Finishing a project forces you to debug, refine, deploy, and solve real problems. A single completed project teaches you more than multiple unfinished ones because it gives you the full experience from idea to execution. Number 7, becoming addicted to tutorials. I love watching tutorials, but this can create the illusion of progress because everything seems clear while someone else is guiding you step by step. But passive consumption does not equal active skill building. True learning begins when you close the tutorial or pause it and then try to recreate the project step by step. And afterwards, adding new features to make it truly your own project. When you struggle and solve problems independently, your understanding deepens dramatically, comparing yourself to experienced developers. I follow many developers on social media, and scrolling through social media can make it seem like everyone else is building complex systems and mastering advanced technologies. This comparison can quickly damage your confidence. What you often do not see are the years of practice and countless mistakes behind those achievements. Comparing your early journey to someone else's long career is not the right way. Measure your progress against your past self instead. Mistake number 9. Avoiding debugging. Many students in my computer science class see red error messages and immediately ask, why doesn't my code work? I always encourage them to start by reading the error message itself, because it usually contains valuable hints about what went wrong and how to fix it. Error messages can feel intimidating, especially at the beginning. The instinct is often to search for a quick solution or let the AI handle the problem entirely. However, learning to carefully read errors, analyze the case, and experiment with possible fixes is one of the most valuable skills in programming. Debugging not only improves your technical ability, but also strengthens logical thinking and builds resilience. And number 10. Relying on motivation instead of discipline. One trap beginners fall into has nothing to do with AI, frameworks, or programming languages. It's relying on motivation instead of discipline. Motivation feels amazing. You watch a YouTube video, see someone launch a startup, discover a new AI tool like ChatGPT or Claude Code, OpenClaw, and you suddenly feel unstoppable. You tell yourself, this is it. I'm going all in. And for a few days, maybe even a week, you code for hours. You use the tools. And then reality kicks in. You hit a bug you can't solve. Your code doesn't work. Your system fails. You feel tired after school or work. Progress slows down. And the motivation disappears. I experience these phenomena in my classes daily. If your learning depends on feeling inspired, your progress will always be inconsistent. You will start strong and stop early, over and over again. Discipline works differently. Discipline says, I will code 30 minutes every day, even when I don't feel like it. I will finish this feature before starting something new. I will debug this problem before asking AI to fix it for me. It's not exciting, it's not glamorous, but it compounds. In the AI era, discipline becomes even more important because tools make starting easier than ever. You can generate a project in seconds. You can scaffold an entire app instantly. But building something real still requires focus, iteration, testing, refining, and finishing. The developers and solopreneurs who succeed long term are not the ones who feel the most motivated. They are the ones who build consistent habits. Small daily sessions, clear goals, fewer distractions, steady improvement. If you rely on motivation, you'll always chase the next exciting tool. If you build discipline, you'll master whatever tool comes next. And that's the real advantage in the AI era.